I think Apple should just rewrite their online support tagline. Just buy a new one, not like you cannot afford. Small print, we will offer to repair your thing, but there are many hidden costs that will make the entire repair cost 3 times what we show you online, and still, our salespeople will just tell you, buy a new one lah, better. At least that was what I thought. More on that later. Anyways, one day my Apple Pencil 2nd Gen just drew its last breath, and this is the unnecessarily dramatic odyssey of me trying to get it fixed. Like I said, my Apple Pencil 2, which I have neglected for months, refused to charge when I stick it onto my iPad Pro. After doing some diagnostics and research on my own, I concluded that what I have here is a dead battery because I did not keep the pencil charged like they told me to. If you don't use it, you lose it. I'm talking about your Pinterest. The first thing I did was go on the Apple support website, and I was actually pleasantly surprised by how quickly it was able to give me a cost of repair, hiding this for dramatic review later. Then it gave me a bunch of locations near me that I could visit to get the job done. I called Machine's number, which actually directed me to their Shah Alam branch. The brother who spoke to me confirmed that I should be able to get my Pencil 2 repaired at any of their listed locations. So the very next day, since I was in the neighborhood, I dropped by Machines at Mid Valley and spoke to a salesperson. She put my pencil on her iPad for 5 minutes and confirmed RIP battery. Instead of firstly offering me out-of-pocket repair options since the warranty had expired, she did the super China salesman thing and basically told me,
"Hey, we have the Pencil Gen 2 for sale. Just buy a new one lah."
And she wasn't even China. I then told her what her colleague from Shah Alam told me, that I could get a replacement, which prompted her to go back and forth with another salesperson before coming back to me and say,
"Hey, the repair cost will be 400 ringgit. Really? Might as well buy new."
Now here's a piece of information that I hadn't shared. The official Apple support website stated that the estimated repair cost was, drumroll, 129 ringgit. When I showed her, she finally went to the back room and spoke to her technician and finally came out with a piece of paper with actual repair cost, 299 ringgit. It's still very far away from 129 ringgit. At this point, I was getting quite annoyed, so I decided to give Apple support line a call. The first dude who answered just told me that they have to stand behind the charges that their authorized service providers, in this case, Machines, gave me. At the risk of looking like a Karen, I spoke them forbidden words. "I want to speak to your manager," which in this case I should call Kevin. Wasn't being very helpful, and he told me the same thing, that they need to stand behind their blah yada yada. So I told him what their official website said, and he asked me to pass my phone to the Machine salesperson that I was talking to and asked her to screen share with him, Kevin, to show him what the official website said. Huh? You cannot just look it up on your own iPad, man? I then asked Kevin to call Apple TRX to help me verify the repair cost, and he reluctantly agreed. But all he did was just put me on hold for another 30 minutes. The entire phone call lasted for more than 1.5 hours. But what really made me bengang was right before we ended the call, he decided to be rude and used my own words against me, saying,
I thought you said it's not about the money. 299 ringgit, okay what? Still cheaper than buying new.
Money is really not the issue, but what we really hate is for people to waste our time. It was a Sunday some more. The very next day, Lim Pe woke up still angry. So this time I found an IT World repair center near me and decided to drop by during lunchtime. The landlady there was actually surprisingly helpful. She was very transparent about the repair cost, which this time was 260 ringgit. She explained that there are some labor charges including inspection and diagnostics, as well as logistics to send and receive the replacement unit and store it until we came back to pick it up. Also, she said that it would take them up to 5 working days to get the replacement in. She took it one step further and actually this time helped me make a phone call to Apple TRX directly.
So if you go back to the Apple store, the estimated would be RM129.
As in, is there any other labor causes?
It depends. They will inspect first, and then if they see it's not the battery or maybe the port or something, or maybe other damages, it might cost up more than that. I don't really have the exact amount, but it can go up to 475.
Hi, I got answer like no answer like that. But never mind, at least the landlord was very helpful. Her name is Joanne. IT World should definitely give her a raise because all the uncles and aunties will recommend their whole village to come shop with her. Support very the good. Basically, we concluded that if I wanted to get to the bottom of this, I also need to go to Apple TRX, which is a 1.5 hour two-way drive for me. But luckily, I got driver. So finally, we're heading to see the final boss, the only official Apple store in Malaysia, Apple TRX. With a heavy heart and very conflicted mind, I took my Apple Pencil for its final stroll before slowly making my way to the Apple TRX store. So this store has multiple floors. The staff downstairs asked me to go upstairs and so I went. Because the store is all white, I felt I was taking the stairway to heaven to meet my savior. Thank Jesus. All the frustrating and bittersweet moments until this point flashed before my eyes as I ascended the ivory steps until I finally made it to the next floor. The first dude I saw told me that I have to take a number to get served, and I was like, okay. And then a genius called Akmal came to see me about 5 minutes later and he was like, what's up? I eventually broke down. Okay, not really break down lah. But I told him about my dead Apple Pencil battery and everything that I've been through. Surprisingly enough, Akmal did not disappoint. In fact, he was very sympathetic. He told me that for repairs like mine, they have a price list, an official price list. And since the battery on the Apple Pencil Generation 2 cannot be removed, it's always going to be a one-to-one replacement at the price that Apple's official support website told me, 129 ringgit. In his own words, which he gave me the permission to quote, basically all these authorized technicians needed to do was to pop the pencil on the iPad, screenshot the time, wait 5 minutes, screenshot it again to confirm that it wasn't charging, and then inform Apple to get a replacement. They don't even need to send the pencil back to Apple because it's already dead. They can just dispose of it, and Apple themselves will send the replacement pencil to them once it's ready. So there's not really any logistics costs. And you know what? As a cherry on top, because Akmal is such an awesome person, I didn't need to wait 5 working days. Not even 2 working days. Because Akmal just went to the back and got me a replacement pencil on the spot. All I needed to do was just pay 129 ringgit and boom, new pencil. Now there's a caveat lah, this replacement pencil doesn't have the full 1-year warranty, it's just 3 months warranty. Anyways, here are some of my thoughts about this entire repair process. Personally, for me, I really don't mind that authorized dealers and service providers need to untong some money because they got wages and expenses and rent to pay. IT World's charges was more reasonable compared to machines. They didn't try to sell me a new pencil immediately. They even helped me call Apple TRX to verify the repair cost. Honestly, I would have just paid her the 260 ringgit if my curiosity did not force me to go all the way to TRX. Here is why I think good after sales service matter for your products. Say if you're coming from somewhere very far and out there, like a smaller town with no authorized dealers for Apple products, you need to know which shop to go to before you make the trip all the way to KL, right? Takkan is like lottery, see your luck. Go to one shop, expensive. Go to another shop, cheap. Cannot be, right? And because Apple products are in general very price controlled, the same seems to be true with their spare parts. Why can't the repair and labor costs be price controlled and standardized across all their authorized service providers? So at least us consumers can have a more consistent experience across the board, no matter which shop we decided to go to. In my opinion, good after-sales customer experience is all in managing our expectations. If you want to be transparent with your repair costs and give us an amount on your official support website, which was awesome, by the way, like I said, then you'd at least need to make sure that the actual repair cost comes close to what we were shown when we go to any of the locations that you ask us too. The other thing you could do is just not give us an actual figure and then just state that the repair cost would vary depending on where you go to and what issues you have, and that if you want the fastest support, you should just go to our official store. In this case would be Apple TRX. A lot of this messiness wouldn't have happened if the communications within the support team itself is more streamlined. Like, they didn't even know, like supposedly the manager, Kevin, didn't even know that you could get a repair cost from the official website, which is bonkers. See, if they gave me the repair cost in USD, then I would think, oh, maybe it doesn't apply to Malaysians, but it gave me in ringgit. So yeah, I hope that this video really helps you if you're deciding to repair your Apple products out of warranty, which is pretty common these days because their products do last quite long, and sometimes you might not want to get Apple Care Plus or something like that for extended warranty because you think that you're going to be changing the thing, but then it lasted forever, so you never changed it. So yeah, and in case it wasn't obvious, this video was not sponsored by Apple or any of the authorized service providers or dealers that I mentioned in this video. I just made this video because I thought that it would be helpful lah. Hopefully, okay? And if this video really helped you out, don't forget to like and share, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell, because you know what? We are almost at 50k subscribers, and then maybe with your support, because #supportlocal, we can get it all the way to 100k, and I can finally get my silver button and finally, hopefully, make my Asian parents proud. Again, my name is Bangsawan Shane, and I will see you in the next one.